At first glance, it looks like an ordinary African buffalo standing quietly beneath the morning sun. But look closer, and an entire hidden world begins to appear. Tiny lives gather across its massive body. Predators wait nearby, and one fearless little hunter is already racing toward breakfast. In the African savanna, survival is rarely a solo journey. As dawn spreads across the grasslands, a family of banded mongooses emerges from the safety of an abandoned termite mound. The pups stay close while experienced adults lead the way with nonstop curiosity. Every fallen log, every patch of dry grass, and every scent in the dust could reveal a meal or a threat. Their destination isn't random. Several buffalo have been grazing here since sunrise. To most animals, these giants seem untouchable. Their heavy horns, thick skin, and powerful muscles make them one of the savanna's most respected herbivores. But even giants have weaknesses. Ticks cling tightly to the buffalo's skin, feeding unnoticed beneath coarse hair and inside hard to reach folds around the neck, ears, and legs. Left unchecked, these parasites weaken their host over time, draining blood and increasing the risk of infection. For the mongoose family, those same parasites are an opportunity. One by one, the adults move confidently toward the resting buffalo. There is no panic. Years of cautious encounters have created a remarkable level of trust. The buffalo barely shifts as tiny paws begin, searching through its fur with astonishing speed. Every tick removed is a meal packed with nutrients. Every bite also brings relief to the buffalo. Around them, oxpeckers flutter between backs and branches, adding another team of cleaners to the scene. Instead of competing, different species often exploit different areas of the buffalo's body, creating an unexpected partnership shaped entirely by survival. What appears to be a simple breakfast is actually the first thread in a much larger web of life, one that stretches far beyond a single animal. As the morning grows warmer, the buffalo herd slowly resumes grazing. The mongoose family follows closely, never wandering far from the enormous animals. The relationship goes beyond food. Buffalo disturb the tall grass with every step, exposing beetles, grasshoppers, spiders, and other hidden creatures. Sharp-eyed mongooses quickly rush in before their prey disappears again. Even piles of fresh dung become valuable hunting grounds. Within minutes, dung beetles arrive to bury precious nutrients beneath the soil. Flies gather almost instantly, and countless tiny insects soon follow. What many would avoid becomes a thriving community, attracting reptiles, birds, and small mammals searching for an easy meal. Young mongooses watch every movement of the adults. Learning happens through observation rather than instruction. They copy digging techniques, practice catching fast-moving insects, and discover which smells lead to food instead of danger. But life remains unpredictable. A martial eagle circles high above the open plain. The adults instantly freeze. Their tails stiffen and soft warning calls spread through the group. The pups dive beneath bushes while older members scan the sky from every direction. The buffalo barely reacts. Its towering body offers more than food. It creates moving cover. Remaining close to such large animals can make smaller predators harder for aerial hunters to isolate. Minutes later, the eagle drifts away. The mongooses quickly return to work, wasting no time. Every successful hunt adds precious energy, and every lesson increases the pup's chances of surviving another season. Without realizing it, they are helping keep parasite numbers under control while benefiting from nearly every movement the buffalo makes across the landscape. By midday, heat shimmers above the savanna. The buffalo heads toward a muddy waterhole where dozens of other animals have gathered. Mud serves an important purpose. A thick coating cools the buffalo's body, shields sensitive skin from the harsh sun, and makes it harder for biting insects to reach fresh blood. The mongoose family stays nearby, exploring the edges of the water while searching beneath stones and fallen branches. Suddenly, alarm calls erupt. A black-backed jackal appears from the surrounding grass. The pups immediately retreat toward the adults. Instead of scattering wildly, the family forms a tight defensive group. Every member stays alert, ready to bolt into nearby cover if necessary. The jackal pauses. With so many buffaloes standing together, the risk of charging forward is simply too great. After several tense moments, it abandons the attempt and slips back into the grass. The danger passes, but the lesson remains. For small mammals, surviving often depends less on strength than on awareness, teamwork, and perfect timing. Nearby, buffalo continue grazing almost peacefully, trimming thick grasses that would otherwise become old and less nutritious. Fresh green shoots soon replace them, attracting zebras, antelope, hares, and countless grazing insects. Their feeding quietly shapes the landscape, creating opportunities for species that may never interact directly with the herd. One powerful herbivore influences far more lives than most people ever notice. As evening shadows stretch across the plain, the buffalo herd begins its slow journey toward safer resting ground. The mongoose family makes one final inspection, removing a few remaining parasites before turning toward their underground home. Bellies are full. The pups have learned new survival skills, and another successful day comes to an end. Nothing about this story depended on a dramatic chase or a fierce battle. Instead, it revealed something even more remarkable. A single buffalo supports an invisible network of life. Parasites feed on the buffalo. Mongooses and birds feed on the parasites. Grazing creates fresh vegetation for other herbivores. Dung nourishes insects, which feed reptiles, birds, and mammals. Even the paths worn by heavy hooves help shape the movement of water and seeds across the landscape. Every connection strengthens another. Remove one important species, and countless others begin to feel the effects in ways that are often impossible to predict. The African savanna thrives because survival is built on relationships, both large and small. Every animal, from the mightiest buffalo to the tiniest mongoose, plays a role in keeping this extraordinary ecosystem in balance. And perhaps that's the greatest lesson nature offers. The smallest actions can help sustain an entire world. If you enjoyed this journey into the hidden connections of the wild, be sure to subscribe and join us for more remarkable stories from nature.